Asexual reproduction in amoeba and yeast. Reproduction is the biological process by which organisms produce new offspring. There are two methods of reproduction: sexual and asexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction is the mode of reproduction in which the offspring arises from two parents from the opposite sexes. Asexual reproduction, on the other hand, is a reproduction in which the offspring arises from a single parent. Binary fission and budding are two common methods of asexual reproduction. In binary fission, two organisms are formed from a single parent. This mode of asexual reproduction is found in unicellular organisms such as amoeba and paramecium. In budding, an offspring develops from an outgrowth or bud on the parent organism. Budding is found in yeast and hydra. Binary fission in amoeba. Materials required: a permanent slide of binary fission in amoeba and a compound microscope. Procedure: take the permanent slide of binary fission in amoeba and place it on the stage of the compound microscope. Adjust the mirror of the microscope carefully until the image you see has the maximum clarity. Focus the slide under the microscope's lens carefully, first under low power and then under high power. Observe the different phases of binary fission in the amoeba through the lens of the compound microscope. Observations: we can observe that the cells of amoeba are irregular in shape. We can observe the process of karyokinesis, where the mother cell of the amoeba elongates initially and the nucleus divides into two. We can also see the process of cytokinesis that occurs after the nucleus has divided into two. Here the cytoplasm in the mother cell divides into two daughter cells. Our observation further shows daughter cells have a nucleus and their own organelles. Budding in yeast. Materials required: a permanent slide of budding in yeast and a compound microscope. Procedure: take the permanent slide of budding in yeast and place it on the stage of the compound microscope. Observe the different phases of budding in yeast through the lens of the compound microscope. Observations: we can observe that cells of the yeast are spherical or oval in shape. First, a small protuberance appears on the body of the parent cell, known as a bud. We can observe these buds in the permanent slide of budding in yeast. We can also observe a chain of buds on the parent yeast cell. We can also see the nucleus of the parent cell that splits into a daughter nucleus and migrates into each outgrowth. The bud detaches from the mother's body by forming a constriction at the base, which can be observed. A yeast cell has a nucleus, vacuole, cytoplasm, and a cell membrane.